Peke Parata.
Tēnā koe te mana whakawā. To the Minister of Health, what progress has been made at Kenepuru Hospital to provide more services for patients?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, I can inform the House that in the last 2 years, 2008-9 and 2009-10, under this government, the number of surgical procedures carried out at Kenepuru Hospital has increased by 57%. In the last financial year, 3,630 surgical procedures were carried out, an increase of 1,321 on the last year of the previous regime. This is further evidence of improved frontline services under this government. Unfortunately, I regret to inform the House that over the last 3 years of the previous government, 2005-6 to 2007-8, the number of surgical procedures carried out at Kenepuru actually fell by 13%.
Peke Parata.
Supplementary to the Minister of Health, what other progress has been made at Kenepuru to provide further services to patients?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, in the last 2 years, the number of outpatient consultations carried out at Kenepuru Hospital has increased by 30%. In the last financial year, 19,635 outpatient consultations were carried out, an increase of 4,500 on the last year of the previous government. I'd regret to inform the House that over the last 3 full financial years of the previous government, the number of outpatient consultations carried out at Kenepuru Hospital actually fell by 18%.
The Honourable Ruth Dyson.
How many additional mana residents have joined the surgery waiting list at Kenepuru Hospital because ACC has declined their claim for help, and how many extra staff will be needed to care for them?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, of course one's not going to have that data with them. But what I can tell that member, for the people of Kenepuru, under this government they have enjoyed the introduction of neurology clinics, of general surgery breast clinics, of newborn hearing clinics, of 4 new observation beds, of an anaesthetic pre-assessment clinic, a pain management clinic, a psychiatric liaison services, and haematology chemo outreach services.
I'm sure it's very interesting information, but the member didn't actually ask that.
The Honourable Ruth Dyson. Supplementary question.
Are you giving the Minister an opportunity to answer?
No, I'm just pulling the Minister up from going on too long. Does the member wish to ask a supplementary question?
Absolutely.
She shouldn't push her
Supplementary,
chances too far.
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Ruth Dyson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. How many more elderly from the Mana electorate will be seeking treatment at Kenepuru Hospital as a result of his decision to further cut home help for elderly people?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, what I can tell that member with respect to the older people of the Mana electorate, that the Wellington District Health Board has made some changes to its home care services that bring the same policy there in line with the rest of the country. But what I can also say is many people in the Mana electorate are not having to be transported to the emergency department in Wellington because of the urgent care initiative involving Wellington Free Ambulance, which this government has funded, which means 70% of patients are treated at home rather than going to the emergency department.
Question number 5.